Hi folks, Mike Schramke with Larry Stokes and Equipment, world's largest Coyote dealer. I thought today we'd talk about Coyote track steers. As you may or may not know, Coyote recently came out with a higher output hydraulic system on the track steer as an option. It's called the Flow Plus model. The standard model puts out a pretty astounding 22 gallons per minute on the hydraulic flow. And some folks wasn't quite enough, especially if you were, I don't know, if you wanted to run a very aggressive, large brush cutter in the front. That comes to mind. So this is a Flow Plus model, and it produces 34 gallons per minute on the hydraulic flow. Otherwise, they're the same, and you know, it's haven't talked about these in a while, and I thought, if you don't mind, I'd like to give it a little walk around or sit in, or however you want to put it. The Coyote TL750 is a 74 horsepower Coyote turbo diesel, the same one we use in all of the RX tractors. It's a proven engine. Coyote has had this exact model for almost 10 years, and you know, they would do anything for 10 years. You get good at it. As you saw, the glass is a fold over and lock in place, so it doesn't have, you know, an opening swing door. You can operate the machine with the glass up, which sometimes you may want to do that. I could tell you that it's very well sealed against the weather, but also against sound. It's a great system, really. Ballistic glass is an option if you're doing a lot of forestry work or something like that. You can certainly get a ballistic front glass. It has ISO pilot controls, and having operated these things many times, the touch, the feel is incredible. It really is an extension of your hands and fingers. And I know everybody says that, and a lot of the skid steers, track steers do have good systems. This is certainly one of those. It has a 2-speed transmission standard. You know, when talking about standard equipment, I think is kind of where this machine overtakes some of its competitors. Without charging extra, it comes standard with the 2-speed ride control. It has automatic attachment coupling in the front. It has front hydraulics, a front electrical coupler, rear camera. It doesn't nickel and dime you. Of course, the stereo and the spot lamps high and, you know, in the front and the back. It comes with everything on it. In fact, I don't think it has any options. And we are sitting in the enclosed cab, the air-conditioned heated cab. It comes with everything. Let's see what else we have. We have a couple of USB ports, a 12-volt port, stereos back there, whole array of buttons. The hydraulics are activated, and then if you want the high flow, then you just activate that. So it's kind of cool. It's just a nice machine. I hope that as you look at different skid steers, you'll consider taking a look at these. I know a lot of folks have had, say you've had 12 BOBCATs in a row, and the BOBCAT dealer you've known since you were in grade school. He's always taken care of you. You can call him on a Sunday. Yeah, go with that guy. I mean, he deserves your business. As a lot of my customers, you know, come back for the same reasons here. They'll buy their second tractor and send their friends and stuff, and that's great. If you have the perfect dealer and the perfect machine, I'm not asking you to change over, but the folks that have had, you know, they're looking for something a little different this time, or it's their first one. The dealer isn't, you know, they're not us. You know, if it's like that, I would like to talk to you more about this machine. I think it's worth noting that the lift arms are vertical, and let's start it up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Very nice control box, by the way. Digital readouts, 1150 RPMs, 78 degrees internal temperature. It has 4 hours on it. Tachometer, speed, high and low, front hydraulics, auxiliary, everything is on there. High flow, you know, it's a very nice intuitive control box. Okay, but anyway. Now it's just idling, so don't judge the speed. I don't know how high I should go. But straight up, straight down. I know some still have the pivot in the back, so it kind of, you know, does this one, but this is not like that. It's straight up, straight down. Like any good track steer would be. If I can, let me point out a couple more things on the Coyote track steer. And as I said, this one is the Flow Plus, but from here on out, everything I show you will apply to the standard Flow model, 22 gallons a minute, or the Flow Plus at 34 gallons per minute. That'll be the only difference. A lot of manufacturers have worked really hard on making these machines easy and quick to maintain, and Coyote's no exception. When the thing is out in the field and it has, I don't know, a hydraulic leak, or you're going to want to maintain, you know, whatever, you need it to be quick. The operators make a lot of money, the customers are paying a lot of money, the machine needs to be running, and it's easy to maintain. Christian's going to show you how the cab swings up and over so that you don't have to look at my butt while you're... There's just two posts that have two nuts on them. It's gas assisted, as you can tell. And after he locks it in place, I'm going to move the camera, and I think you'll be impressed by the area. The entire hydraulic system is at your feet, is at your hands, and everything's easy to get to, everything's color coded. Let me take a shot of that. One more thing before I do that. The air filtration system, which if you're looking at a machine that does not have that, these things are off-road machines. You need it. But it's easily maintained right here, and you'll want to clean those several times before you go and buy new filters. But just wanted to point that out. Let me move the camera. It is really clean, neat, precise. Love the color coding. Love the room. You could sit right on that rail and you could torque any fitting that might be leaking, you know, 15 years from now when it springs its first leak. A nicely laid out machine, maintenance-wise, continues onto the back. Right off the bat, it has a big old sticker right here with the hours and the maintenance required, because inevitably the person operating this machine is not going to have the owner's manual. It's going to be back in the office. Well, all the required maintenance is right there on a schedule. By opening both lids, gate and lid, I suppose, I'm going to move the camera again. The main stuff that you need to touch routinely is very much at hand. Here's a master shutoff battery, fuel fill, wiper reservoir, air cleaner, motor oil fill. It's all right here. Hydraulic oil. Look at the size of the plumbing compared to my fingers right there. Look at the size of the radiator. The Coyote TL750 Flow Plus. I've got them, and I've got quite a few. And I've got them on sale. Coyote's got some excellent interest rates. They've also got some rebates available. And as you know, I try to always price my stuff right. If you're interested in finding out more about a TL750, give us a call. 615-956-0334, 615-956-0334, or email us, sales@lsetractor.com, sales@lsetractor.com. I appreciate you taking the time to go through this with me, and, let's talk more. Thank you.